Hi Libra, it's me, your girl, the Kinky Witch. How are we doing today? Libra, today we are here to do your 10th house midheaven career professional guidance reading. Libra, this may also apply to your sun, moon, rising sign. So if it applies, it's yours. If it doesn't fit, right? If the glove doesn't fit, we must quit. So if it doesn't fit, throw it out. Let the owner come get it, yeah? All right, Libra. So how this is going to work, we're going to pull some oracle. We're going to clarify with tarot. We then will close out with some, I'm using the Moody Tarot Oracle, just some guidance, and then a spiritual soul journey card, right? So everything is interconnected, the physical and the spiritual. All right, Libra. If this resonates, like I said, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Let's pray. Divine Mother, Father God, angels, ancestors, and guides, I ask that you allow me to see and say all that I must. What is your guidance for Libra during the period of January 15th through February 15th? What is your guidance for them? All right. We are going to be using the Angel Guide Oracle deck, clarifying with tarot, coming in with some messages, like I said. And then we will have some soul guidance cards. Okay. And I'm going to read from the book a little bit just so we can have it. All right. So the first one we have is learning experience. Okay. All right, Libra, you're being taught a lesson here, and it's not bad. Lessons are good. I personally love spiritual lessons because this is how we grow. Because, like, did you learn it the last time? You did? Perfect. A plus plus, like great marks, like skirt. Never have to deal with this again, right? Or yeah, I may have to deal with it again in like a different capacity, but this is a learning experience that you're being shown and given. And do you see how you're being illuminated from within, Libra? So you're not doing this alone. As always, you're guided and protected through whatever this lesson, whatever this is. Do the work. So you have to do the work here, Libra. So whatever this is, I'm being shown that you're having to take it, just take it up a notch. All right, take it up a notch. You have to do the work. You do have to put belt to ass on something here. Ease and grace. Now, I feel like do not doubt yourself. Gemini just got this card. The message I got for Gemini is different from the message I'm getting here because you're being asked to do the work and understand you'll be doing it with ease and grace. Do not doubt yourself. Is that what this lesson is, Libra? That you doubt yourself, you doubt that you can do something, right? And composure is the last one, right? Understanding the self, understanding and recognizing this lesson and knowing what to do, but you have to do the work. Like, okay, I got to do the work. I recognize what this is. I remember what this is. And you're doing the work because that is the only way, right? The book first before we clarify. So, learning experience. Excuse me. Okay. You have dedicated a lot of your time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world, and have had many experiences recently that have been great teachers. Even though not everything has been easy or perfect, there has been a positive in that you have come to understand yourself, your gifts, and your abilities better than ever. Yeah, I told you you're shining from inside. You're illuminated, right? You've achieved illumination. Mm. Okay, so the energy of this, and it makes sense because it's coming into the period, the time frame that we're talking about. Let me get comfortable. The time frame that we're talking about. So this for me is easily saying that you're coming out of a learning experience and immediately you're being tested, but you know what to do. Okay. You are deeply connected to who you are, what you stand for, and what's important in your life. When this card appears for you, angels are acknowledging the challenges and obstacles you have surmounted recently. Although it may have been a difficult time for you, your faith and inner strength have increased. Know that the cloud has a silver lining and you will soon have moved beyond the feeling of being stuck or unsupported, Libra. Yeah. This is good. Whatever this lesson is you're coming out of is going to have some very positive and powerful impacts on your career and professional life. All right, do the work. Do the work. Ready? Do the work. If you are wondering whether to move forward or not, this card is a message from your angels to continue on. So keep going forward, keep doing the work, right? This is how you achieved illumination in the first place. You might feel that your current situation requires more time and energy than you are able to give. There's a good chance that you are feeling disheartened or even drained. It's important to know that everything involved in this situation is pivotal to your growth, expansion, and spiritual connection. This card invites you to switch on the light you have within. It's time to be a star, to rise up, to get behind the wheel and drive the journey of your life. Yes, energy is going to be needed to hustle and push, but every single effort you make will pay off. Right now, you are sending out a signal that will create a wave that can lay the foundation for the rest of your life. Damn, Libra, yes. Change is here. Change is here. And that's a message I feel like for the air signs is change is here. Structural change is here. All right, ease and grace. This is a time to learn and adapt. You are being guided to slow down, take your time, take in the current moment, and allow space for events to occur. You often put too much pressure and expectation on yourself, and this is not required. Also, with constant effort and rush, you'll find yourself becoming overwhelmed and tired. When you are too forceful, you use up too much energy, and that may hinder your progress at this time. If you are in a difficult situation at work or with other people, don't feel you have to prove your skills, talents, or worth. Just keep back and breathe. Okay, just step back and breathe. And through grace, you will be seen, understood, and recognized for who you truly are. You know, the one thing I don't usually take reverse cards, but this ease and grace came out reversed, right? And I flipped it upright when I put it in the pile. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna acknowledge the reversal of this in this situation, right? Even though I'm gonna keep it upright. Because reverse, it's telling you to still have grace, but speed it up a little bit more, right? I do believe that and even when I say speed it up, do the work doesn't mean go, 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 go. Do the work means do the work. So you can be patient. Um, in doing the work, right? You can move with precision when you're doing the work. There could be an ease to your gift and the work, right? So ease and grace doesn't necessarily mean you're just lackadaisical, right? Ease and grace means that you have to do the work, but do it in your own breath, do it in your own steam, do it under the force of your own understanding, right? And that's why I think composure is next. Um You've learned a lesson here, and I'm thinking that lesson is to slow down, but keep moving forward, but slow down. Whereas in the past, I felt like you felt like I had to produce after rush, after produce, after rush, after produce, after rush. You don't have to, right? So, oh, hate when it does that. Yeah. You're being called to do the work, but you're also being called to acknowledge that you don't need to rush to get this done. All right? That's what this is. You don't need to rush to get this done. Be easy in your approach. You've learned this lesson. Move forward accordingly. Okay? Do the work, but move forward accordingly. So composure, take time to gather your thoughts. Like you move forward, but take your time. This is not a rush. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Okay? Take time to gather your thoughts and energy because there's a good chance that you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance at this time. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being, but at the same time, you don't want to be taken for granted or underestimated. The warrior within you wants to rise up and fight, or at least prove your skills, talents, and worth. But drawing this card indicates that right now, you're not going to be respected or heard in the way that you deserve. Angel wisdom is guiding you to retreat, reflect, and compose yourself before proceeding further. Right? This is where that do the work, keep going, but do so with ease, grace. Be composed. This is not a sprint. This is something for you to slowly build. This is a slow build for you, Libra. Okay? So take time to ask your angels and guides to help you compose your thoughts and your energy. Know that the divine hand of God is upon the situation and everyone involved, and there's no need to worry about anyone's karma but your own. Just retreat, refuel, and regain your composure. Right? Excuse me. Libra, in order for you to to not understand, so let me stop. In order for you to appreciate your glow, in order for you to appreciate the lessons that you have learned, the teachings that you've gone through, right? You have to learn to recognize them, to sit with them, to understand them. And at work, we don't have time to stop. We can't have a crisis and stop, like, oh my God, everything went wrong. Oh my God, everything went wrong. Right? No, we don't have that time. Right? Sometimes, all right, all right, all right, all right. That was a dub. That was a dub. That was a dub. That didn't work. That didn't work. Okay, learn that lesson. All right. Piss that person off. Okay. Learned from it. I still have to do the work. I still have something I have to execute. I still have duties I'm responsible for, right? If you're an independent person, I still have a contract with this person. So I still gotta produce what they're asking for, right? I still am responsible for executing this event. I'm still responsible for completing this freelance work on a timely manner. Like, so you have to keep going forward. You have to keep doing the work. You have to, if you got to, this is so giving me Mercury retrograde enemy. Like, if you have to review, if you have to reflect, if you have to reconsider, whatever your reads are at this time, you're doing so to make to account for what was learned, right? You're doing the work and making changes to account for what didn't work, what needed fixing, what needed strengthening. That's good. But remember, Spirit is saying to you, I need you to be at ease with yourself and give yourself grace. One, because this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. Take your time and um, effectuate these changes. Take your time, keep going forward, right? And composure is just letting you know, and Spirit is coming through and being honest here. Composure is just letting you know that, yeah, right now, people don't want to hear shit from you because you messed up, right? Your managers may be a little ticked off, but you know what? As long as you're working to remedy the situation and improve it, build on it, make it better, make it so you're putting policies and procedures in place, capturing workflow data. You just keep moving forward. Don't sideline yourself, okay, with stress. Keep moving forward. Incorporate the lesson. Keep going forward. But you're being asked to slow down and take your time. Okay? Don't feel like you got to rush to get something out. All right. All right. Let's clarify learning experience here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Tree of Life. Aquarius got this card as well. So this is something, this lesson was a destined part of you, right? This is something that had to have happened, right? This was something that was programmed into your purpose, your DNA. Um, Whatever this was that you went through or you're about to go through during this time period, Libra, just know it's going to happen. Brace yourself, okay? The Six of Swords, you're walking away from people, places, things, elements, entities, and beings that no longer align with your purpose, right? So when you learn lessons, you adapt. When you learn lessons, you take it and you incorporate it into yourself, right? And you learn and you grow and you adapt. And sometimes that means moving away from those things that no longer are a part of your purpose and path. And this is what this tree of life is saying. Whatever this was, change your trajectory. We have the sun here, okay? So, like I said, you're being illuminated. However, just this is the sun. This looks a little hot. No, you don't want to burn out. You don't want to burn out. You don't want to shine so brightly. You burn yourself out. Um, But the sun ultimately mean you're finding some success in incorporating the lessons that you're learning here, right? Because you are learning a lesson here. All right. These changes, Eight of Wands, are gonna come in fast for you, Libra. They're coming in fast. All right, do the work. Let's clarify, do the work, spirits. Clarify, do the work. Okay, let's clarify, do the work. Yeah. It's okay. The moon. There are things here that are not being seen clearly for what it is, right? I get the strong suspicion you don't know who you can count on, who you can't count on, especially in your leadership team, like with the way the wolf and the dog is looking. It's kind of like, but who got your back though, and who's here for your best interest? Is it the friendly looking dog or the mean looking wolf? Right? Is it the determined supervisor who's determined to see you grow? Or is it that puppy dog person who just like, okay, okays you to death, right? A part of figuring out who you can trust and where you're taking your work is figuring out the shadow of this situation, Libra. King of Wands, you are putting belt to ass. You are doing the work, but you recognize that this is not some quick turnaround thing, right? You're strategic and deliberate in your actions that you're going to be taking going forward. Strategic, Queen of Swords, strategic and deliberate in your communications, right? Strategic and deliberate how you communicate, when you communicate, who you can have certain conversations with, who you can't have certain conversations with when it comes to your work. Learning and incorporating those lessons. The Knight of Swords, yeah, you have a lot of communication to do. So with this lesson that just happened, right, you're still having to do some mediating, right? Some cleanup. There's still a lot of you got to restore people's faith in you, right? So Libra, this is you assessing the situation and making clear, concise decision and acting on those clear, concise decisions, right? Setting up that framework and addressing each prong of that um foundation block to it's like, okay, this is how we're going to fix this, right? Heavy on communication. Libra, you're recognizing communication is key, heavy on communication, heavy on talking it out, heavy on like, so this is the stage where you are doing, and the doing is did this policy break down? Why? Okay, did this process break down? Why? Did this chain of command break down? Why? Like, you're going through it, you're having the conversations, and then you're doing the work to remedy it, right? If this, then that. If this, then that. Like, you're going through the process. So this changes that happen, Libra, it it puts you on a new trajectory, a new path. It changed how you behaved, how you operated at work. It's like you're being held more accountable. And so you're having to learn, what does that accountability look like? Right? We have ease and grace. So we have the Fool. Yeah, this is just like you're starting over. And when we're at the Fool stage, we're taking tentative steps, timid steps, not big, bold reaches, right? We're still King of Wands, taking action, but we're measured in our steps, right? Yes, we're a little overzealous, because I feel like you're being given a new opportunity here, a new chance to redeem yourself, right? So you're very much overzealous. Like, yes, I'm being given the opportunity to vindicate myself here. And we have the King of Cups, right? So yeah, this is whomever is giving you this opportunity is sitting in that King of Cups energy right now. Very much a compassionate leader, very much someone who sees and understands people's faults because they understand their own, right? So giving you the opportunity to fix this situation. I have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is telling me that you will be taking action. Right? So this is a start. The Fool, the Ace of Wands, this is the start. This is a start. This isn't continuation off. You are now back to square one with whatever it is you were working on, whatever it is you're doing, because you did take a lesson. Libra, you took a lesson. Six of Wands, there is victory here for you, Libra. So understand this, you learned from the lesson. There we go. It was in my eye the whole time. You have learned from this lesson, and you're going to be victorious in your ability to implement the structural changes that you're being asked to come up with. Right? Remember, you don't need to rush this. Take your time. Make sure you're having the right conversations with the right people. Um to fix and remediate whatever this was. Okay, remember, with composure, not everybody's gonna want to hear what you got to say because people are big mad, big mad, but that's on them. Keep moving forward. All right. We have the Seven of Swords, composure. Yeah, people feel like you got away. People feel like you got away with some okey doke. Like people feel like it wasn't fair. People feel like you weren't punished or penalized. So whatever this lesson was big. You knew it was big. It was life altering, and people over here like this ain't fair. We have the Ten of Swords, right? People in their head, you're in their head. No, Nine of Swords. People are in their head, you're in your head. I don't know, Libra. I feel like this is why composure is needed because don't be reactive. Don't be reactive. Let people talk. Let people say what they want to say. Do not be reactive, Libra. Right? Hold the faith. Hold your faith. Pray. Meditate. So faith is the Hierophant. Hold your faith. Yes, this is a lesson. This is a part of the lesson. Sometimes people don't realize a part of the lesson is to sit there and people are going to talk and say smack, and you want to react and just understand that you messed up. So, in your messing up, people are going to feel how they want to feel. You're just going to have to learn to negotiate that space. So, hold the faith, hold your composure, keep doing the work, keep moving forward. We get the Palace of Cups. And the Palace of Cups for me right now, for you, indicate that this is an emotional time. Yeah. A lot of the times people think that they could divorce their emotions from work, and it's just like, no. No. Especially when it's a blow, especially when it's something like you've invested time in, and something goes wrong when you're blamed for something, when like your plan isn't executed the way you want, you do take like a hit. Like you feel that to your core because it's your work. But hold the course, hold your faith. This was a learning lesson, and you're just going through the process, Libra. Okay? Let's get some messages for you. Let's get some messages for you here. I'm using the Moody Tarot Oracle for the messages. And also, I feel like too, you will find yourself in and finding yourself, Libra. That's what you wanted me to say, Spirit. It's like you're balancing out yourself. This here is finding balance after this has happened, right? That's why it's like find your composure, hold your composure. Um, you're balancing the scale, so you're resetting your emotions and you're finding balance so you can continue to do the work, you can continue to move forward, right? You can continue with a clear head and a steady mind. Sorry, a clear mind, a steady hand is what I meant to say. So Gemini sometimes. All right, hold tight. Breakthroughs are coming. New financial opportunities are coming in. Hold the course. What's meant for you is already yours, so no need to stress about the process. Stop doubting yourself. You have accomplished so much. So for all the failures that we may have, just understand we have just equal or more successes in our lives, because every time we go for something and we take an opportunity, a win's a win. All right, let's get some soul guidance and call it a night, Libra. Soul guidance for Libra. It wanted to come out. The same card that dropped came back out. So I'm taking it. Pop. It's popping. It's popping. It's popping. What you know about me? What you know about me? Because my lip gloss is popping. Okay. So, hey, we have do the things that intimidate you because what's waiting on the other side is magic. Do the things that intimidate you because what's waiting on the other side is magic. Do you believe in magic? How long will you let fear limit you? What if the obstacle is actually the path? How long will you let fear limit you? What if the obstacle was the path? What if the lesson is the path? What if the lesson is the purpose? What if you had to go through this trial to get to this lesson, to get to this learning, to get to this understanding, to get to be the most incredible version of yourself that there is, right? Just because it's at work doesn't mean it's not a part of your purpose. Don't waste the don't waste time watching others. Live how you want. It's your turn now to dance. Don't waste time watching others. Live how you want. It's your turn now to dance. Darling, don't you remember? You're a badass. Keep winging it. Embody the energy of a fairy. Darling, don't you remember? You're a badass. Keep winging it. Embody the energy of a fairy. You see the difference between you and them, Libra, is when you got knocked down, you picked yourself back up, took accountability for what you did wrong, and now started putting process improvements in place. So that is why you're being extended some grace by your managers, by management, by this person you have this contract with, right? By your business partners. Because you took accountability and you started course correcting. And because people saw the fail and then the repercussions didn't come, they started talking, right? They're gonna talk, they're gonna talk, they're gonna talk, they're gonna have a lot to say about it, right? But no, that this is for you, not for them. They don't need to understand it. You do. So keep doing the work, keep moving forward, keep rising up. Do not stop. Okay? Because that what you seek is seeking you, and that blessing is around the corner. Just do the work. Take your time, be steady and at ease. All right, Libra, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if it resonates, and I'll see you on the next one. Asheo.